So last week I released two videos. They are aimed at EVM, so getting started with hard hat, basically, learning how to compile, test, and deploy contracts. So we're starting to focus more on video tutorials and courses on the Learn portal, which has been lacking some love for a while. The original intention for it was to have a lot of videos there, both from internal and the community, but the documentation lacked more love and was a little bit more pressing. So we focused all of our efforts on that. But now that the documentation has reached a threshold of content that I'm happy with, we're going to start focusing more on video. We're not going to stop doing any written content, but we're going to be putting a lot more resources, or a lot of our resources, towards video, which is something that we hadn't had a chance to do in the past. In general, we're focusing a lot on EOS EVM. Right now, there's a lot of material on the internet about EVMs and developing on EVMs, but none of them mention EOS, which is a little problematic. We want to make sure that EOS is a possible path for developers trying to learn Solidity development in general, since Solidity development is the most widely known blockchain development stack in the world. We want to be able to catch some of that. So we'll be flooding the internet with written and video guides on the subject as much as we possibly can, of course. And a lot of that will be very similar to other content that's already out there for other EVMs. So there's going to be some basics. There's going to be things that already exist so that we can take advantage of high ranking keywords. But some of it will also be things that, of course, you can only really do on EOS. So things that require high speeds, low costs, etc. So we're trying to tackle it from a bunch of different avenues. The real thing that we want to do here is make sure that people see faces. They have another way for learning to develop on EOS. There's a widely known fact that people learn in different ways. Of course, not everybody learns from documentation. I, for instance, actually really don't like to go through documentation. I prefer to go through code or watch videos. So we're trying to capture more of the ways that people can learn and focus our efforts there. So the Learn portal, learn.eosnetwork.com, is not just for things that are produced from the ENF. There are other courses there from others. There's one for Pomelo, for instance. We want this to be a discovery mechanism. We don't want this just to be things that we do internally. Anybody who's creating educational content, especially the stuff that's targeting developers, if you reach out to me and just show me where the videos are, I will help you create a course for it that we can put onto the Learn portal. We're also starting to take other courses from people. There's Hashlips, for instance, on YouTube, who is a larger Ethereum or EVM Solidity contract developer. And we're going to start creating courses from that and others like him, and using those to also put educational content onto this Learn portal, which services the EOS community as well as just Web3 in general. So we're trying to not only make this a place for EOS developers, but use it to funnel in people from outside of our ecosystem into EOS.